The most important question everyone is asking is if viruses can survive in outer space. If you have also pondered on this question, then don't worry, we are here with an answer. Without further ado, let's get back to the video. What is a virus? A virus is a submicroscopic infectious agent that replicates only inside the living cells of an organism. Viruses infect all life forms, from animals and plants to microorganisms, including bacteria and archaea. Viruses are the most abundant and one of the least understood biological entities on Earth. They might also exist in space, but as of yet, scientists have done almost no research into this possibility. Portland State University biology professor Ken Steadman and colleagues are trying to change this through their article, Astrovirology: Viruses at Large in the Universe, published in the February 2018 issue of the journal Astrobiology. In this call to arms, the authors state that NASA and other space agencies should be looking for viruses in liquid samples from Saturn and Jupiter's moons, develop technology to detect viruses in ancient deposits on Earth and Mars, and determine if Earth viruses could survive in space. More than a century has passed since the discovery of the first viruses, said Steadman, who teaches at PSU's College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Entering the second century of virology, we can finally start focusing beyond our own planet. Steadman argues that since there are more viruses on Earth, 10 to 100 times more than any other cellular organism, the same could be true on other planets and moons. Viruses also appear to be extremely ancient, may have been involved in the origin of life, and have probably been involved in major evolutionary transitions on Earth. With this paper, we hope to inspire integration of virus research into astrobiology and also point out pressing, unanswered questions in astrobiology, particularly regarding the detection of virus biosignatures and whether viruses could be spread extraterrestrially, Steadman said. Steadman, the co-founder of PSU's Center for Life in Extreme Environments, wrote the article with colleagues Aaron Berliner from the Center for the Utilization of Biological Engineering in Space at UC Berkeley and Tomohiro Machizuki from the Earth Life Science Institute at the Tokyo Institute of Technology. Steadman has funding from NASA for virus evolution research. He was previously funded by NASA to work on virus preservation. These results led to him founding a vaccine stabilization company based on NASA-funded research. Outer space is often depicted as a harsh environment. It's effectively an airless vacuum, and anything residing there would be subjected to high amounts of cosmic radiation and frigid temperatures. We're lucky to live on planet Earth, as its rich atmosphere provides us with the air we breathe, blocks harmful space radiation, and insulates us from the cold void above our heads. But viruses and other microbes take advantage of this too. The current circumstances surrounding COVID-19 have raised some particularly interesting questions surrounding how viruses and other microbes survive in outer space. Adding to that, we're always sending spacecraft to other worlds. So, could it be possible that we're cross-contaminating those worlds with earthly viruses and microbes? These are interesting questions indeed, and certainly worth investigating. Firstly, it should be noted that all missions destined for other worlds and the workers that build them are carefully sterilized during production. After workers walk through a sterilization chamber, they can then work on the mission in question. As it's being assembled, those same workers use alcoholic wipes to sterilize the components one by one. After the completed mission takes shape, it may enter an extreme sterilization process called dry heat sterilization, depending on the sensitivity of the sensors on board. This is exactly what it sounds like. The object in question is loaded into a room where it can be baked to 120 Celsius, or 248 Fahrenheit, for up to 30 hours in an effort to kill as many bacterial spores as possible. In some cases, other methods are used, but no matter the method used, it's virtually impossible to eliminate all microbes. All we can do is try to eradicate as many as possible. As for viruses, the good news is that viruses need a host to survive, and most viruses can only survive for about a week without a host under the best possible conditions. In outer space, there are no hosts, and a harsh environment is a far cry from the best possible conditions. That said, viruses won't last long in space at all, and almost certainly not long enough for a spacecraft to reach another world. That's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, kindly like the video and subscribe to our channel.